If you want to look for example of how businesses are run, people typically will mention Coscharis. How founder has been able to delegate, because it's the challenge of a lot of founders of businesses. They tend to hold everything to themselves, including the vision, including the dream, strategy, that when they pass or when they're no longer in the business, nobody can even remember, what is important for the business.
He has proven that it doesn't matter where you've started from, it's where you're going that matters. So young people look at him as an example to say, yeah, his English is not perfect, his educational pursuits are not perfect, but he has exceeded all expectations and all limitations placed on him because he believed and he put his faith firmly in a God of miracles and a God who's a faithful father to those who commit their trust and their lives to him.
My dad and my mom are mom and dad primarily as a kid, before you know about the outside life or the outside world. I knew for the longest time that we were Christians before I knew we were wealthy.
At the tender age of 4, my father passed away. My mother used to fly cake beans in the morning, give a bucket for my senior brother to go and sell and one for me to sell. But I didn't have opportunity to go to school. But I didn't want my not going to school to defer me to, decide who I'm going to be. I believe everywhere I have been in life is a school. It's a question of whether I am willing to learn or not. So I sat down and said, I'm not going to be like every other boy. I wanted to be different from the rest of the people. I wrote 5 things I wanted to do, stuck it on top of my bed. I pray every night before I sleep. Those are the things I look up like this and look them up from up down. And I go to bed and sleep. My uncle, my mother's junior brother, brought me to Lagos here to work for him. He sent me to our village in Nnewi to set up a shop for a motorcycle pass. I did very well. So he counted 200 naira and gave me. The custom is that he need to pay for a store, give me some merchandise, and then set me up with some capital. But he gave me only 200 naira, that's all. I said, Uncle, 5 years from today, please make a note. If you had who I am, your head will be spinning. I left that place with my senior brother. We went home, team up, and form a company called Maduka Brothers. I have more knowledge for the business than my senior brother. Okay, so I knew every in and out of automotive component, much more knowledge than him. What really created a problem was that because I was a Christian and I've also learned some basic principle about giving. When I'm going to church, I go with 1 naira. And so he told me I cannot be taking 1 naira from our business money for offering. He said he's not ready for this argument, we should part way. Within the 1 year, it's about the 8 months into the business, we part way. Before the end of my 18, I find a young lady in our church in a choir. Her name is Charity. She asked me, where am I taking her? I shared my vision with her. I told her, this is where I'm going to be by 21, 24. And she said, I'll support you. We'll do it together. But it was clear in my mind where I wanted to be in life. Because it's a journey of a voyage. I saw the destination, but all the route that would take me there was not known to me. We started headhunting, getting experts, people who have gone to university, who know how to manage business in a more structured manner. In 1982, I incorporated Coscharis. Coscharis is Cosmas and Charity. We are coming from a Christian background. We pray here before we start business in all our branches, wherever we are. And we are not apologetic about it, to let people know this is who we are. because that is our source.
Coscharis was started by a dynamic entrepreneurial couple, Cosmas Maduka and his wife Charity Maduka, many, many years ago. I think they started this about 32 years ago. And it's really now a group that has investments in tech, agriculture, automotive, a range of sectors, construction even. And this is a company that is truly rooted in a vision to create wealth for the kingdom.
Again, I think the function of his desire was far more than that of his contemporaries. Many of them, their desires, I want to have money, maybe enjoy my money, but that's not his own desire. He desired to create a company that will last long after he has, exited his path. So he had to do things differently. So in terms of lesson for the entrepreneurs, it starts from what is your vision? What do you want to achieve with all this drive and all these hustles?
I'm really happy that when people interact with us, the faith aspect of the business is in their forefront. It's not like they're thinking, oh, I'm coming to some churchy place. They just, when I say the faith aspect, it's like, oh, we know we're dealing with someone who's honest, who has integrity, and try to do say what he would do and do what he would say. So most of our dealings end up favorably because of that goodwill or that reputation.
He didn't have an uncle or an auntie that would help him. No, he just trusted God, going to do the right thing and going to work hard, because doing the right thing doesn't mean laziness. You have to work hard for God to bless the works of your hand. God does not bless nothing else. He said you prosper the works of your hands. So you have to do the work before he can bless it.
If one of the key elements, key drivers of the business from a value standpoint is integrity, credibility, how do you ensure that through the process? How do you ensure that we reward the appropriate, incentivize the appropriate behaviors? And of course, get people to walk away from those behaviors that you want to minimize in the business.
And so everything we do rides on the fact that we want to show the light, to do it the right way, to show the people that you can do the right thing and still make money. You don't have to make money only when you do the wrong thing.
Cosmas introduced one of his king's townsmen from Newi to a bank, Access Bank, where he had a seat on the board, where he was a major shareholder. And a verbal introduction to the bank, and this individual took a loan. The first loan he paid back, the second loan he paid back, and the third loan he defaulted, and it was worth millions of dollars. And Cosmas, because of his personal integrity and because he was the one who introduced this individual to the bank, essentially took upon himself to repay the debt because of his integrity. Not because he had any financial or fiduciary responsibility, but because his name was on the line.
I oversee finance. I want money to flow in. The same people tell me, sorry, Fred, you want money to flow in, but your costs are high. My costs are high because I want to follow the right principle, bring the goods through the ports, pay the duty, follow all the protocols, and I can tell you it's not easy, it's expensive. It's easier to follow the other way. I won't say it's only us that do that, but there are few that follow that route, especially in automobile business in Nigeria.
And today, because of his integrity, he basically can get loans without any collateral, without any requirement, because people know his name and his commitment to integrity supersedes anything else. Now that dispels all the reputational issues associated with being Nigerian. Most people think of Nigerian businessmen and they often think about fraud. Sadly, Cosmas is just one of the many examples of exemplary Christian entrepreneurs from this region who walk the talk and who take bold steps to live for God and work for God.
Decisions you made today determine who you are going to be in the next 5 years to come. As a matter of fact, decisions you make today will determine your internal destination. But you must take responsibility. You won't put it on your father or your mother. It's your own decision. Life threw everything to me not to succeed. But I was determined that I'm going to succeed and I'm going to go places. A vision helps you to simplify your life. So the real truth is that quite a number of people are living visionless life. Okay, so to live a life without vision is worse than not having a physical sight. Because if you don't know where you are going, any wind will be the right wind. You keep drifting. But you got to be sure this is the harbor that I'm seeking. Then you can direct the wind to go to that harbor. But in the midst of it, God will provide you a way to be able to go. Those things are part of your processes you are going through to refine you, to clean you up, to get you matured for the main thing where you are going.